This video will cover the process of counting Varroa. There are 4 major steps with counting Varroa. First, the book preparation. Second, shaker preparation. Third, collecting and counting the mites and the bees. This video will also cover the cleanup process for counting Varroa as well. The first step, book prep. The lab managers will have a sheet of paper with 2 tables, one for the Nosema book, one for the Varroa book. The information in between the tables indicate the beekeeper code, sample date, and the received date of the sample. These tables will be cut and pasted into a new page in their respective books with their beekeeper code on the title line and the sample date noted in the upper right corner. Note that some rows are green. This indicates that a bag must be prepared for that colony. To prepare a bag, use a Sharpie to write beekeeper code and colony number on the white area of a Ziploc bag. Do this for as many colonies are indicated in the table, and use a rubber band to keep the bags together with the code and number visible on the outside. These bags will be used to store bees, which will be used for Nosema counts. You may also notice some numbers are bolded and starred. This indicates a subsample must be taken for that colony. To prepare a subsample, use a clean, empty glass vial and use a circular top label and a rectangular side label. These labels should indicate the following information: the project type, beekeeper code, colony number, date sampled, the tech team, These vials will be used to preserve bees for archival purposes. Lastly, centrifuge tubes must be prepared for preserving mites. Refer to the mite collection sheet on how to prepare the mites. Now we can move on to the second step, shaker prep. Trays should be set up in this manner. Samples come in bottles and can be arranged on the back table in ascending order in rows of 12. Setting up the samples in this manner will greatly expedite the process of filling the shaker bottles and help with organization. Set up sample bottles in ascending order around the sink. Begin by filling bottle 1 with the first sample bottle, bottle 2 with the second sample bottle, and so on. Shake the bottles a few times to empty the bees into the shaker bottle. If you don't get all of them, there is no need to worry. It is crucial to fill the sample bottles all the way with water, which you will then empty into the shaker bottle. Do this twice. Then, fill the shaker bottle until it is filled to the rim. Be sure to keep the sample bottle with the corresponding shaker bottle. Cap the shaker bottles and make sure both the top and the bottom cap are secured. Arrange the shaker bottles as following: odd in the back, even in the front. It is extremely crucial to keep the sample bottle with its corresponding shaker bottle. We do this by placing the sample bottle directly beneath its respective shaker bottle on the tray. Set the shaker to 30 minutes. During this time, you can repeat these shaker prep steps with the second set of shaker bottles to prepare another set of samples. Now we are on the third step of Varroa counting, collection. Have your prepared sample vials and Ziploc bags for your samples in your work area. Remove the shaker bottles and their corresponding sample bottles and place in the following order on the trays. Open the bottom cap over strainer and tray and observe for mites. Mites are small and dark. Use a counter when you have a lot of mites in your sample. Record the number of mites for that sample in the Varroa book. Replace the shaker bottles back in their designated spot in the tray until you are finished counting the mites for all 12 samples. Empty the tray into the sink when it is full of shaker solution. Once you are finished counting Varroa, empty your shaker bottle over your work tray. Keep your sample bottle with your work tray so you can keep track of your work. Look for any drones or larvae. Take out drones and record the number of drones for that sample in the Varroa book. Check to see if your sample needs to be bagged, which is indicated in green on the table. If so, you'll need to weigh the bag, tare, and then bag the bees, and then weigh the bag of bees. Record this weight in the book. Check to see if your sample needs to be subsampled, which is starred and bolded on the table. If so, collect bees from the bees remaining in your sample and fill the vial until it is 2/3 full with bees. Pour 70% alcohol into the vial until it is completely filled, making sure the bees are entirely submerged. For each sample, tare the weight, then weigh the remaining bees from your sample, excluding the drones and larvae. Record this weight in the Varroa book. Discard the sample bottle and lid. But don't forget about the cleanup process. When you are done with counting Varroa, rinse the shaker bottles and caps twice. Place the parts in order on the drying cart. Then, rinse the trays and sieve. Wipe down the counters. Lastly, place the Nosema-ready samples into the fridge. Now you know the basics to Varroa processing. Thanks for watching!